In this video, we will review the functionality available in the Portfolio Insight menu in AMT Direct. We'll cover defining Portfolio Insight, the Portfolio Insight menu options, and adding a location. At the end of this video, you will be able to navigate the Portfolio Insight menu, identify multiple ways to add contacts, leases, and locations, add a new location, and explain the significance of the Manage Spaces checkbox. So, what is Portfolio Insight? Portfolio Insight is the cornerstone module of AMT Direct. It is the area of the system that contains all of your real estate data and documents. Consolidating your portfolio gives you the insight you need to successfully manage and grow your business. In AMT Direct, Portfolio Insight is the first menu item available in the main navigation bar. Let's take a look at the functionality of the Portfolio Insight menu. First, we have the option to add a new contact, lease, or location. This is just one of multiple ways that we can add new contacts, leases, or locations. So keep an eye out for other quick ways to add on to your portfolio. Contacts takes you to a list of every contact you have entered in the system. Click the search folder to search for a specific contact, or browse alphabetically by expanding the folders. Data customization will likely be available only to system administrators, and its functionality will be covered in a separate training. Document search allows you to perform a keyword search across all PDF documents that have OCR applied. Global search allows you to perform a keyword search across not only documents, but also leases, locations, contacts, and non-financial clauses. Lease List allows you to quickly access a comprehensive list of all leases in your database. On the Lease List page, you can filter, sort, and export the list. Clicking on the blue hyperlinked location name or lease name will take you to the detailed location or lease information page. Mapping opens up the map, which gives you a physical geographical view of your portfolio. User Events allows you to set up on-screen and email notification of important dates, which will be available in the Activities widget and the Critical Dates calendar on your dashboard. Now that we've reviewed the functionality you can find under the Portfolio Insight menu, let's practice adding to our portfolio. When building your portfolio in AMT Direct, everything starts with a location, which is a physical address where you lease space or house leased assets, such as equipment or vehicles. To add a location to your portfolio, you can use the Portfolio Insight menu by hovering over Add and selecting Location. You can use the Quick Links widget and click Add New Location, or you can use the navigation tree by right-clicking on a grouping category and clicking Add Location. Any of these methods will open up a blank location information page for us to fill out. For this example, I am a retailer who has a store inside a shopping mall. Fields with a red asterisk are required. In the first section, we will enter the name of the location, which is the shopping mall. We will enter a unique location code, and we will enter the address of the shopping mall. In the middle section, code type is a required field. You will need to select the default value. Most often, clients will only ever have one code type. You will receive a message letting you know this selection cannot be changed once leases have been added to the location. We will leave the status as active. We can select our currency, which will be US dollars for this location. Next, we will select a chart type, which is the accounting system that will come into play with payments and receivables. You will receive another message letting you know that this selection cannot be changed after the location is saved. Select the location type that best describes the property. While not a required field, this field can be useful if you don't have a grouping with categories like these. The square foot rentable amount entered should be the gross leasable area, or the total area of the building itself. In this case, this is a shopping mall, so we'll say 200,000 square feet. Note that any spaces or suites that we will add within the location cannot exceed the square foot rentable entered here at the location level. Square foot usable is not required, but if you are using the OPEX module, it needs to be entered in order to calculate pro rata share. Number of buildings and number of floors are optional fields that can be filled in or relabeled in your database. The bottom section is where we will select the appropriate grouping categories for this location. Your groupings will have already been defined by your organization. You will have up to 8 groupings at the location level. Even though only the first 3 are marked required, it is very important for you to make a selection for every grouping type that you have defined. At the bottom of the screen, we have the Manage Spaces checkbox asking, do you want to manage spaces? Within a location, there may be specific spaces that you lease, such as a store within a shopping center or a suite within an office complex. If this box is left unchecked, the system will automatically create one space for this location, creating a one-to-one relationship, and automatically link that space to any lease added. However, you would not be able to see this auto-populated space, make any changes to it, or readily add any spaces in the future. Best practice is to always check the Manage Spaces box. Doing so gives you access to the Space Management widget, allowing you to create and manage multiple spaces at this location. Even if you will only have one space in a location, you should still follow the best practice and check this box. Once I've clicked the Manage Spaces checkbox, I can click Save. The screen will refresh, and we can now see all the information for the location in the Location Information widget. Below the Location Information widget are more widgets that we'll explore in other trainings. Back on the dashboard, we are able to see the location we created in the navigation tree. If we expand the West region, there is the location we created. To review, the Portfolio Insight menu gives you access to areas that are key to building and maintaining your portfolio. You can add new contacts, leases, and locations from the Portfolio Insight menu, the Quick Links widget on your dashboard, or the navigation tree. And checking the Manage Spaces checkbox will allow you to create and manage multiple spaces in a location. This concludes Introduction to Portfolio Insight. Great work!